I've dedicated my life to chasing my dreams. I think the pursuit of this kind of extreme lifestyle that I live comes from just finding solace in the mountains. I've always found myself to be the happiest when I'm pushing myself, when I'm in the mountains, and when I'm doing something physically active. My name's Andrew Muse. I'm a full-time adventure athlete and content creator. Been based out of Park City for about 12 years, chasing my dreams. Kicker was given to me by a firefighter right after a really tragic car accident I had. He basically was thrown into my life as a little, 8-week-old puppy. We moved into this van and we headed right up to Alaska, where he stepped into all these crazy adventures just seamlessly with all this confidence, and he's just this incredible companion. He's able to ski, paddleboard, surf, kiteboard, do all these things with me, and he absolutely loves it. And just watching him embrace it with this enthusiasm and this curiosity. I've really worked hard to give my dog the best life I possibly could, and that sort of opened up this opportunity where I've gotten to live my best life. So it's always been Kicker and I until Ashley came along. I met this amazing girl from Michigan. She's done a bunch of traveling, but not really a whole lot of action sports adventure stuff. So she's been thrown in the fire. She's been a total trooper through this crazy lifestyle that we live. The extreme lengths that we've gone to make this life possible is just prioritizing lifestyle over money. That means, cutting costs where we can and living as frugally as possible to fund our adventures. When you're hiking up a big mountain, it's grueling and it sucks, and in your head you're like, why am I doing this? But you get to the top, you get down, a week later you're telling the story to your friends, and you've kind of almost forgotten about how much you suffered along the way, but how proud you were of the achievements. If you're the hardest working person you know, you're bound to be successful, and that's sort of a mantra we try to stick to. We just spent the last year building this crazy vehicle behind us, which is one of the hardest projects of my entire life. But hopefully that will allow us the freedom to really live in these incredible places. You ready? You want to go? But one of the most important things for me, I always try to leave places nicer than I found, and we're always picking up after ourselves, and we do our best to leave the smallest footprint we possibly can. We try to preserve open space. We've raised money to actually save some of this area out here. We leveraged all of our contacts in the outdoor industry through a big fundraiser that raised 35 grand to protect spaces like this. My happiest place I could possibly be is being in the mountains pushing myself, and that space seems to be shrinking almost every day. So I think it's really important to protect beautiful spaces like this. There's been many times on the road that's lonely, you feel exposed, you don't know if you have any resources, but once we kind of just surrender to the flow, it ends up being so incredible. We find these obscure adventures that's not like the super famous national park photo, but we end up in this really incredible zone because we met somebody and we put ourselves out there. So I think that's one of the most inspiring things about being on the road, is just meeting people and putting ourselves in positions that allow us to really take what we're doing to an extreme length.